Alright, we're on Ezra 5 and 6. Then the prophet Haggai, the prophet, and Zedekiah, the son of Iddo, prophesied unto the Jews that were in Judah and Jerusalem in the name of God of Israel, even unto them. Then rose up Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua, the son of Jochadak, and began to build the house of God, which is at Jerusalem. And with them were the prophets of God helping them. At the same time came them Tatnai, governor, on his side of the river, and their Bonzai, I don't know, and their companies, and said thus unto them, Who hath commanded you to build this house, and to make up this wall? See, back then you couldn't do anything either. You had to go talk to the king and get permission. Oh man. That's like us now. We have to go talk to the king and get permission. And the king is the government. Alright, number 4. Then said we unto them after this manner, What are the names of the men that make this building? But the eye of their God was upon the elders of the Jews, that they would not cause them to cease, till the matter came to Damascus. And then they returned answer by letter concerning this matter. The copy of the letter that Tatnai, governor on this side of the river, and their Bonzai, and his companions, the Alphanersidonites, which were on this side of the river, sent unto Darius the king. They sent a letter unto him, wherein was written thus unto Darius the king, all peace. Be it known unto the king that we went into the province of Judah to the house of the great God, which is built with great stones, and timber is laid in the walls. And this work goeth fast on, and properous in their hands. They're doing good. Then asked we the elders, and said unto them thus, Who commanded you to build this house, and to make up these walls? We asked their names also, to certify thee, that we might write the names of the men that were the chief of them. And thus they returned us answer, saying, We are the servants of the God of heaven and earth, and build the house that was built these many years ago, which is great King of Israel built and set up. But after that our fathers had provoked the God of heaven unto wrath, he gave them into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, the Chaldean, who destroyed this house and carried the people away into Babylon. But in the first year of Cyrus, king of Babylon, the same King Cyrus made a decree to build this house of God, and the vessels also of gold and silver of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that was in Jerusalem, and brought them into the temple of Babylon, who did Cyrus the king take out of the temple of Babylon. And they were delivered unto one, whose name was Shalbazar, whom he had made governor. and said unto him, Take those vessels, go carry them into the temple that is in Jerusalem, and let the house of God be built in his place. Then came the same Sheshbazzar, and laid the foundation of the house of God, which is in Jerusalem. And since that time, even until now, hath it been in building, and yet it is not finished. Now therefore, if it seem good to the king, let there be search made in the king's treasure house, which is there at Babylon. Thither it be so that a decree was made by Cyrus the king to build the house of God at Jerusalem, and let the king send his pleasure to us concerning this matter. Alright, we're on number 6. Then Darksus the king made a decree, and search was made in the house of the rolls, where the treasures were laid up in Babylon. And there was found and in this place that is the providence of the Medes, a roll, and therein was a record thus written. In the first year of Cyrus king, the same Cyrus the king made a decree concerning the house of God of Jerusalem. Let the house be built, the place where they offered sacrifice, and let the foundations thereof be strongly laid, the height thereof 60 cubits, and the breadth thereof 60 cubits, and with 3 rows of great stone, and a row of new timber, and let the expenses be given out of the king's house. And also let the gold and the silver vessels of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took forth out of the temple, which is at Jerusalem, and brought unto Babylon, be restored, and brought again into the temple, which is at Jerusalem, every one to his place, and placed them in the house of God. Now therefore, Tatnai, governor, behind the river, and your companies, the Apharites, which are beyond the river, be ye far from thence. Let the work of this house of God alone. Let the governor of the Jews and the elders of the Jews build the house of God in his place. Moreover, I make a decree what ye shall do to the elders of these Jews for the building of the house of God, that of the king's good, even of the tribute beyond the river. Forthwith expenses be given unto those men, that they not be hindered, and that which they have need of, both young bullocks and rams and lambs, for burnt offering of the God of heaven, wheat, salt, wine, oil, according to the appointed of the priests which are at Jerusalem. Let it be given them day by day without fail, that they may offer sacrifice of sweet savor unto the God of heaven, and pray for the life of the king and of his sons. Also I have made a decree that whosoever shall alter this word, let timber be pulled down from his house, and be set up, let him be hanged thereon, and let his house be made a dunghill for this. Ooh. So let your house be made a outhouse. And the God that hath caused his name to dwell there, destroy all kings of people that shall put to their hand to alter and to destroy this house of God which is at Jerusalem. I, Damascus, have made a decree, let it be done with speed. Then Tatnai, governor on this side of the river, and Shethor Bonsai, and their companions, according to that which Damascus the king had sent. So they did speedily. And the elders of the Jews built, and they prospered through the prophecies of the Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo. And they built, and they finished it, according to the commandment of the God of Israel, and according to the commandment of Cyrus, and Damas, and Darius, and Artaxerxes, king of Persia. And his house was finished on the 3rd day of the month Adar, which was in the 6th year of the reign of Damascus the king. And the children of Israel, the priests and the Levites, and the rest of the children of captivity, kept the dedication of this house of God with joy, and offered at the correction of the house of God 100 bullocks, 200 rams, 400 lambs, and for a sin offering for all of Israel, 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribe of Israel. And they set the priests in their divisions, and the Levites in their course for the service of God, which is at Jerusalem. As it is written in the book of Moses. And the children of captivity kept the Passover upon the 14th day of the 1st month. For the priests and the Levites were purified together, all of them were pure, and killed the Passover for all the children of the captivity, and for their brethren the priests, and for themselves. And the children of Israel, which were come again out of captivity, and all such as had separated themselves unto them from the filthiness of the heathen of the land, to seek Lord God of Israel, did eat, and kept the feast of unleavened bread 7 days with joy, for the Lord had made them joyful, and turned the hearts of the king of Assyria unto them, to strengthen their hands in the work of the house of God, the God of Israel. All right, we're on number 7. And we will pick up on that tomorrow. I love each and every one of you, and may the God of heaven bless each and every one, you and yours. Love you.